Welcome everybody. My name is Apple and this is
Snivy.
This is a podcast where two friends with too much free time just talk about the things they love. So this topic is games that we played last year and games that are coming out this year that we're looking forward to.
Alright, that
Yeah.
sounds great, Apple.
We're starting off with games that we played last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so should I go first?
Yeah, go first.
Okay, a game that I enjoyed last year, that I played around mid last year, June, July, was actually a visual novel game. Wow. A Yuri visual novel game. It's called
Yo.
Yeah. It's called A Summer's End, Hong Kong, 1990 something.
1990 something. What's the name?
1986.
Okay, what's it about, bruh? What's it about?
Okay. It's about basically this girl. She was on the way to
Art
work.
reminds me of Ghost in the Shell or something like that.
Yes. Like it's very like the
80s
color,
anime,
yeah, very 80s anime, and the aesthetic and the music of the game is so like boom. I have to play it with lights
So like
off.
boom.
Yeah. It's just so aesthetically pleasing, I guess, to me personally, because I really like the neon lights, all those like electric sounds, that bring you back to the past, and just the
The
story.
past where you didn't exist.
It does. Yeah. I mean, I'm not even born in 1986.
I'm not born either.
Who's even alive? I don't think I
Your
don't
siblings
know.
are not alive. Right?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, probably not. Imagine having a sister in 1986. But just it doesn't have multiple endings, if I remember correctly. It only has it does have a lot of endings, but there's only like 3 main ones, right? And just it also has an adult patch which you have to manually put on. If you want to know.
Adult patch?
Yeah.
What does it hide? You can see the
all
light beams
those-
are gone.
Oh no, not that. It just adds extra scenes in like the stories, in like the chapters where they do the
The sexy stuff.
they do the smexy stuff,
Schmexy.
Yeah, the R18 stuff.
Did Apple turn off the adult patch? Did you turn it on?
Of course I did.
Woo-woo.
Oh yeah. If you know how to put it, you just go properties on Steam on the game, and then you just add it on. Very easy. But overall, I really enjoyed the game, and like, damn, the characters. Oh my god, the main character made me so angry sometimes by the way
Why?
she's thinking, because her love interest. Okay, who is this girl's name? I played this like last
You
year.
don't remember her.
Her love interest. I'm typing. They have like English names because in Hong Kong, like what? This is like 1986. If I remember correctly, the British is like not really. They're like starting to. Oh, politics. Politics. Okay. The British were like not settling, like coming out, so like last time in Hong Kong a lot of people had like English names, if I remember correctly. And what's her name? Michelle. Yeah, the main character's name is Michelle. Oh my god, that's such a Chinese what? So Michelle really made me pissed off. I guess that's the gif of it. But overall, it's an LGBTQ like love story visual novel that I really enjoyed, that was unfiltered, and Michelle's relationship with her mother in the game. Alright, I kind of felt like, how do I explain it? I relate to it somehow,
Yeah.
because
You can empathize with it, I guess.
Yeah, empathize. Like Michelle's an idiot with her relationship with the main love interest, but like damn, don't they really do make like story like characters in this game kind of emphasizable something. So yeah, I guess yeah. I think I'm done with talking about this. But yeah, how about you?
Okay, since you
A game you played last
brought out
year?
the passionate talk about the first one, let me
Okay.
bring my favorite story game from last year. All right, my favorite story game of last year was Xenoblade 3 on the Switch.
Damn, that's such a different
Oh
okay,
my
sorry.
god! Yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's not gay, but you know.
It's not gay.
So already
You've lost my
different.
interest. You lost
It's
my
already
interest.
different. Yeah. So the point was that Xenoblade 3 is the culmination of what the writers have wanted since the first game, right? So for me, who has seen and played the game since like they came out when it was 2012, I played it around like first in 2015 or 2016, but the game has stuck a chord with me because when I was a kid, like I watched the cutscenes and like it made me tear up. It's so heartfelt, the first game. And then when I played the second game, it's the first Switch game I completed. I bought that before I had my Switch, to be honest. Xenoblade 2.
Oh.
So I have a very, very heartfelt attachment to the game. So when the Xenoblade 3 came out, holy shit, it's such a love letter for the fans. And the gameplay, you don't even need to be a fan to love the game because the gameplay is so fucking polished. It's like the most polished gameplay out of the three. And the story people might say Xenoblade 1 is better. I can see why, because that one is the best written story. But Xenoblade 3 is a combination of... Okay, imagine this lah, right? Xenoblade 3 is where
I'm imagining.
the worlds of Xenoblade 2 and Xenoblade 1, after a few hundred years to 1,000 years after the stories of each, the worlds merge together. So this world has landmarks that you can see between both games merged together. The cultures and enemies of both games merge together. The species and races of both games merge together. Like you mix of both sides lah, right? And the game's about war. So
War?
imagine that lah, right? The war from the races from the Xenoblade 2 universe and the war of the races between the Xenoblade 1 universe. The game is that they are stuck in a perpetual eternity to fight till death. And even after death, they come back. They forget everything, but they come back. So the war is eternity. And the whole point of the game, the story of the game, is to tell you... They tell you a lot about like the existentialism of death, because they only have 10 years to live and then they only can fight wars. So what are we living for? When they first time they see like characters outside of their 10-year growth rate, growth range, where they finally see humans that are more than like 20 years old to 50 years old plus, they're like, oh my god, why is he so wrinkly? Why is he so old? Oh my god, there's a baby. You know, it's like they get so fascinated with the world that's beyond what they know. And it really has this good message about life, birth and death and stuff like that. But again, it's such a passionate love letter for the fans and everything. The music is amazing, the gameplay is so fun, and I could not put that game down during the month that it came out. Like, holy shit. But yeah, Xenoblade 3, because all three games are available on the Switch. For those of you who want a very good, open, like large scale RPG, do try the Xenoblade franchise. And 3, whether you start from 3 or you end at 3, you're gonna have a good time, I'm telling you. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it more than that. That's good enough.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're a really big fan of Xenoblade franchise. I haven't played a game, Xenoblade game, like any of the game, me personally, but like I'm down to play it if someone would.
Down?
I'm down to play it if someone would buy me the game.
Okay. I mean, one thing lah. Let's say lah, right? One example, one tangent is like Elira started playing Xenoblade within the past year or two, right? And now it's like one of her favorite. Yeah. It's one of her favorite franchises ever now. So I'm just telling you, there's somebody I can vouch with. You know, it's like, damn, you know, girl, let's go.
She played 3 first, right?
No, 3 came out at July last year. She started 1 like I think she played 1 and then 2 and then 3.
Ooh, in order. Okay.
Yeah. So because like the funniest thing with her also is that when Xenoblade 3 has a few ships, right? When the ship was kind of sailing at the end there, she was like, "Oh my god!" Yeah. The ships aren't like, "Oh, we're dating," like legit. It's like you feel the
sexual tension.
No, not sexual tension lah. No, it's like, okay, one of the characters called Uni in Xenoblade 3. She has basically in Xenoblade 3 you partner up with somebody from the opposing like colonies. Like I say, one side race and one side race, right? So they each partner with somebody from the opposite games races. So they grow together to understand each other's like culture.
Oh.
So Uni as a girl, she's from like the Xenoblade 1 universe, and she partners up with a guy from the Xenoblade 2 universe. The Xenoblade 2 universe guy is kind of a smartass, kind of a very cautious guy, and then the girl is like the sassy, like speak her own mind type of girl, right?
Okay.
So by the end, right, it's a tease. She's like, because they have to farewell at the end, because the whole game is that they want to break this eternity, right?
Oh.
So when they farewell, right, Elira was popping off like a motherfucker the whole time. Because like during the farewell, they of course like all the partners talk to each other, and then they feel like, obviously it feels like they're saying bye forever, but we'll meet again type of feel, you know.
Ooh. Damn.
Yeah. And then those two specifically are really cute. So I can see why Elira likes it a lot. For those of you who played the game, you know where it's coming from. Even if you haven't seen the ending, you can feel the vibe of why Elira would be like, "Oh my god, that's what you're getting to. Let's go."
Ooh.
But yeah.
Damn.
I would say at least watch the cutscenes for Xenoblade the series. It's a really good movie even still. I feel right?
Yeah, I feel like I saw like a couple hours long video on YouTube of just the cutscenes.
One of the cutscenes from Xenoblade 1 is like during the first 3 hours of the game, right? That every time the music swells and I fucking cry, it's like, oh my god, let's go! So yeah, you really should like try it one day. Anyways, what's next on your list?
What's next on my list? Honestly, last year I played like some games, right? But then I never finished them. But like, I'm only talking about the ones that I finished, okay?
Only finish the sussy games.
No. I finished Paw Patrol. That's wholesome. That's not sussy, okay? I finished Paw Patrol. Dog Safe Adventure Bay or something. It was for a stream. I did. Yeah, I stream on Twitch. Wow.
Let's go.
Yeah. I feel like I was losing my mind during playing Paw Patrol. Like,
why? Was the gameplay shit? I'm surprised that you brought this game up on like a list of like games we liked from last year. Do you like Paw Patrol?
Yeah, I think it was pretty fun. I think. Like my whole head like kind of blacked out after it, but I think it was a fun stream.
The stream was fun, but the game is shit.
Yeah. But
so buy Paw Patrol now. Oh, but it's on Game Pass, right?
It's on Game Pass. I mean, even
so you
if
don't
bought
even
it,
have
it's
to
pretty
buy.
cheap. Yeah. Go play it and you'll see.
Fuck no.
Play it and you'll see.
If you give me a handy-manny game, maybe I'll play it. Like, that's a show I watched back then. Paw Patrol, that's too young because I'm already old now.
Damn, you reveal your age.
What? It's just older. I was like, I grew up during the Nicktoons era, I guess.
I grew up during the Disney Junior era.
Disney Junior. Oh, hey guys, it's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
M-I-C-K-E-Y.
Hot dog. M-O-U-S-E.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess I enjoyed Paw Patrol. Good 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. At least it's
Yeah.
competent.
Yeah.
Are you
so-
seriously wanting to represent Paw Patrol during this segment?
Yeah. Because I like generally I didn't really play a lot of games last year. I think. Because I was going
You
through.
believe?
Yeah, I was going through like a
phase.
social butterfly phase. Ain't no time
Apple
to
has her
play.
emo phase now.
Yeah, I am in my
You're the
emo
needy
phase.
streamer.
Yeah.
So, anything else that you have finished? No?
I finished another game I played on stream that actually is a very high quality and amazing game that you can find on Game Pass. It's called A Plague Tale Requiem, the rat game.
Apple keeps sharing where she bought this stuff even though she's not sponsored. Lol. It's like, please support Game Pass.
Game Pass is amazing. What do you mean?
I'm not
Right.
saying it is. I'm the one that recommended it to you.
Yeah, I mean I don't have to spend 200 on games anymore on like Steam, but like last year I got my PC. Okay, so I started playing a lot more more world graphics game. Okay,
Genshin
Whoa,
Impact.
Genshin Impact. Oh my god, yeah. That was the first game I played on my PC, okay? But I got my PC in October, so I started streaming around then also. And
You should have played Minecraft with shaders on.
I have no one to play Minecraft with.
Oh yeah, everybody left. Sad. They abandoned you. Nah, they all abandoned Minecraft.
You abandoned me. Okay. So in the Heights reference.
We're
But
dancing all night.
yeah, that. Okay. A Plague Tale Requiem, as like the rat game I like to call it. I had so much fun. Like I had 3 streams of this game. And each
The
stream
funniest thing is
more than
Apple will try to search a rat game on Google. It's like,
I didn't know how to spell it,
goddamn.
okay? I didn't know how to spell Requiem, a plague. But I had 3 streams of this game, and each stream is more than 5 hours.
Damn, no sleep?
Yeah, no sleep. I played into like 9 to like 6 on one of the streams, I think. 9
Wow,
p.m.
you
to
just
6
had
a.m.
an 8 hour work day with the game.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like I feel like you could tell how much I had fun.
Did you even eat lunch that time? If you like stream from 9 to 6? Or is
Why
it like
eat
nighttime?
lunch when you can just snack throughout the game?
Bruh.
But basically, it's like a stealth game. I mean, you can go all guns blazing also. I did that on some of the stages, parts of the game. But like, I feel like the most resourceful how the game wanted you to play is basically like stealth, like Hitman, hiding in the cover, and like what I
No
mean.
sneaky.
Yeah, no sneaky, and oh yeah, the very funny part. My first stream, okay. I was playing in normal mode, okay, and then halfway through, I just gave up and just played in baby mode the whole game to the end.
Bruh.
I mean, it was hard, okay. Like the grass was burning, the old like medieval people are trying to chase you out of the fucking grass, and the rats are coming towards you. Also, I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Throw rocks. I only had rocks, okay. I only had
Oh
rocks.
shit,
to throw.
a rat.
Yeah, the rats, the rat kings. They're like, damn. But this is the second game. I didn't play the first game, though. I do have it in the backlog. It's called Plague Tale Innocence. It basically it just like shows like how they got into this new area and what, yeah. But if I remember correctly, Plague Tale Requiem is more like gameplay wise. I heard Innocence is like more story, you know. I feel like Requiem, they just went to like one place, rats come, and then go to another place, and then the rats come. Because the boy that the boy that the main character is protecting, right, is
Sounds like back alleys no matter where you are.
yeah.
Go here, rats come. Go here, rats come.
Oh yeah. Okay, this kind of off tangent, but like, do you know that Kuala Lumpur, KL, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the underground, we have no rats. You know what's on the underground instead? Monitor lizards.
What kind of lizards? Like
Monitor
four-legged
lizards.
lizards?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we have no rats underground. We have monitor lizards.
I guess the
giant
lizards
lizards.
ate all the rats.
Yeah. Like, no more jungle to live in. They're the new sewer. Yeah. Teenage Mutant
The
Ninja
sewer is a
Turtles.
concrete jungle after all.
Yeah. Anyways, the main character that is protecting his boy is like his little younger brother, and the boy is called like a disease. The disease attracts rats, so that's basically it.
So he's the plague.
Yeah, and like the ending is just so beautiful. Actually, the whole game is beautiful, like the graphics and everything. Like, damn, the sun was literally shining in my eye through the game, even though it was like 2 a.m.
You should lower your brightness. Apple.
Yeah, maybe I should do that. Or I just wear sunglasses. While
Bro.
gaming. So yeah, and the ending is like, oh my god. In the end, oh shit. Spoiler alert. I'm gonna say spoiler. The boy dies. The younger brother dies and you know who killed him? The main character, the girl,
rats,
because it's
no.
like no, because like he was getting taken over by rats and like what he was getting dangerous. So like the main character had to kill him, and it's like we learned that there's a never-ending cycle of the disease coming onto a young boy, and just the rat spreading. So like the main character have decided on the path on herself that she will try and guide like the protector and the rat controller or something down a good path, unlike the one that she did with her younger brother. Yeah. Overall, yeah. I can't really explain the game that well without saying a lot of like stuff. I mean, one of the boss fights I struggled with, even though I was in baby mode, like with the bald guy. Damn, that part was hard.
The bald guy.
Yeah, I had to be stealthy, but like the guy, like he had like magnum ears or something. Even when I was like moving slow and stuff, he was like, "I hear you" or something. And it's like, God, that was scary. Yeah.
Yeah, I did heard like quite a few good things from the A Plague's Tale. I'm probably not the
Yeah.
right person to play this, but yeah, it seems fun.
Like
You gotta play the horror. Is it horror?
yeah.
Kinda?
No, thriller. It's more thriller, I guess.
Thriller.
Like there's a lot of like moments where it's like it jump scares you, but then like you die straight away, so you have to play that part again, you know. And then you're like not really jump scared, but like there's a lot of parts where you just chase it, go like what, getting chased by a lot of rats. Yeah, there's literally so much parts where I can remember like getting chased by rats. And the mechanics,
Best game
yeah.
ever.
And the mechanic of like what the main character having like rocks or like crafting alchemy stuff like fire, thermite, and like what, and like putting out the guards torches because the rats are scared of fire.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's a whole mechanic that was fun. I really like those parts. I really don't like the parts where like the guards and the rats are chasing you at the same time though. So yeah, 10 out of 10, fun game. 9 out of 10 actually, maybe. Yeah.
okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So how about you? I said like 2 games.
All right. Now I'm contemplating whether I want to say Splatoon 3, but I did finish the single player.
Ah.
But I can't really say I completed it because I skipped a lot of levels. Now the interesting thing about Splatoon 3's campaign
Yeah.
is that they improved it a lot from the second game. I played the first game's campaign, the second game's campaign, and the third game's campaign. Now the one thing I can't say is just that I'm not that big of a like an ongoing like live service game type of person. Like I really want to play Splatoon 3, but I just don't really want to join the people like in the Malaysian Splatoon community to play, because they're too try hard. They know too much. I suck. Okay, I don't want to play with them. I die every time. So Splatoon is a fun game. It's about squids, like squid kids inking the turf or inking each other.
Yeah.
That's British. All you need to say. Like it's the win condition of the game is to ink more turf than the other team. That's all. You can kill them, but the only thing that does is that it slows them down from inking the turf, and also when you splat them, it splats the area that they died at, so it helps ink the turf. So that's the multiplayer side. There's a lot of improvements there, but it's just like Overwatch 2 to Overwatch 1. It's incremental improvements. But the best thing about Splatoon 3, the Splatoon series has really good world building, right? So let's say like
Yeah.
Splatoon 1 is built in a more primitive-ish city. Imagine like a city that only started for like 10 15 years. It's a very basic city, and at the time the culture was very basic, where the main pop culture there was just two idol singers. And then in the Splatoon 2, they evolved to like these idol singers and some other bands have branched out to inspire many other artists to make music. That's why there's more variety of music in the game. There's a new duo idol, like a quote unquote idol duo, with Pearl and Marina in Splatoon 2. And then that one was I think a 2-year in-game gap and also an out-of-game gap. Time skip, right? So like the time of the game's release is the time of the game itself, in-game lore wise. So let's say Splatoon 1 was 2 years, and then it's Splatoon 2, and then 5 years later it's Splatoon 3's world.
Oh.
So that's why the changes in the world. So let's say Splatoon 3, the Splatoon is interesting in the sense that the final they call like the event competition Splatfest, where everybody in the world gets to pick a side. Like let's say you pick Mayo versus Ketchup, right? You pick a side,
Okay.
and then you can fight for your side, and who wins, that would determine the next storyline. So the storyline from Splatoon 2 was Chaos versus Order.
Oh.
The final battle was Chaos versus Order. So that Chaos won Splatoon 2's final Splatfest. So that determined what Splatoon 3's plot is gonna be. So in Splatoon 3, the whole world is now in chaos. The world got fucked. Alright, the world got fucked after the Splatoon 2 story. So now, to save, because the Splatoon 3 setting is set in like a town in the middle of a desert now, compared to like the previous one, where it's a bustling city. Very interesting, like Shibuya versus like somewhere rural, right?
Kansas.
Not Kansas, like somewhere in Japan lah. Compare same region ma. Okay, like Osaka or something. Okay, or okay, maybe not Osaka, like somewhere like not Hokkaido, somewhere down there. Down where I forgot where. Okinawa, somewhere closer to that one, a little bit lah. Right. So let's say the main story is very interesting because in terms of gameplay wise, they change it from like previously where it's like level to level to level to level, but now the level is like you get an open area, and any level you want to choose and unlock, it all depends on you. How much you want to play, it depends on you. The previous game was like that, but it's little more linear lah, like level based 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. You can skip a level or two, but not too many lah. I just skipped like half of the game or more. I just wanted to see the story finish. And the story finish was quite hype. So it was pretty good. Yeah, Splatoon 3 is interesting, and I love the fact that there's this whole lore and culture behind the songs. You know how like as a music geek yourself, if you're nerdy enough to know the story of the artist, right? You like them for them instead of just the songs.
Yeah.
There's stories for every single artist in Splatoon. It's like,
what?
oh, how did these characters form? Why are they like this? And what makes up, like, let's say, like in Splatoon's bands, right? Let's say a group band called ABXY. They actually have names. They have their own style. They have their own culture. And like it's made up of like, let's say, a sea urchin, a jellyfish, a lobster, and like a squid kid, right? So like this, they have their lore, and then some of them were ex-members of previous bands from the previous game that split up. I'm like, why does this go so fucking deep? I just like watched a YouTube video about this. The people go deep in this shit, okay? It's there. You can look at the lore. Like technically, Splatoon is a world, post-apocalyptic world where humans are non-existent, which is like it's not really delved into, but it's in the lore. So like Nintendo always does this for some reason. It's very interesting. But I'm not the type to go that deep lah, right? I just watch like lore, like iceberg videos on the YouTube, you know. The Splatoon Iceberg Explain video. But yeah, like it's deep as shit, and just like I would say, just like Overwatch 2 versus Overwatch 1, you literally don't have to play the old game anymore. But like also the same thing is like sometimes the maps just don't come back to the new game. Some of the weapons don't come back to the new game, so there are still people who are attached to the older games.
Oh.
Right, like the Wii U version Splatoon 1, there are still people playing it to this day, even though there's literally no reason to.
I mean, like, unlike Splatoon, like they have 1, 2, 3, right? Overwatch 2, you can't play Overwatch 1 anymore.
Yeah, that's the difference where they literally just be like, no, don't play it anymore, you know?
Yeah,
I'm just
you're not
curious
allowed-
whether the Overwatch community will ever make like a private server mod for the Overwatch 1.
Honestly, I think there is. Like, that you can make custom games. But, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go on my tangent for Overwatch since, okay, there's a new segment. Games that we are currently playing and are enjoying, right?
Yeah. I mean, I still have one more just now. I had Scarlet and Violet, but it's fine, you know?
You finished that?
Yalla! What the
Oh.
fuck lah? You played it so late.
I was about to say that for like games that I'm like currently playing also.
Yeah. When you talk about it, I can talk about it
Yeah,
too.
we can talk about it together. But Overwatch 2, I've been playing so much Overwatch 2. You know, right?
This girl has been playing it during our last episode, bruh. I mean, she's just playing against bots, but still.
It's like what?
It's the grind, bro.
Addictiveness. Yeah.
Apple's
I
in
need
the
PP.
Sigma grind set now.
I need the battle pass points. But even when I was like on my trip recently, because I was on like a 1 week trip, I kept on watching videos of Overwatch because I was like, I can't play it. I can't play. I know my skills will get like lost or something. So I just continued like watching videos.
She's full gamer mode now, man.
Yeah, it's like I need to play Overwatch.
You need to ingrain your life in Overwatch, you know, just never to not think about it. I mean, to be fair, I think I'm about the same with Smash Brothers Ultimate, but you know, I watch competitive Smash, I play it, it's fun.
Yeah.
But I can like literally not play for like 2 weeks and still be okay enough to play lah. I think you're the same lah.
I think I can remember like how the heroes move, but like positioning is like I get like forgetfulness. But like, yeah, I've been playing a lot of Overwatch 2. Overall, I didn't play Overwatch 1 like when. What?
Okay, I'm curious, what made you so addicted to Overwatch 2? Don't tell
Okay.
me it's the battle pass, because
No,
then
no.
I'll go down a tangent of like, battle passes are shit, man. Can we go back to loot boxes? No, I don't think actually loot boxes are good, but you know. That is a
Honestly,
discussion topic, to be fair.
I would prefer if they bring back the loot boxes in Overwatch 2. Okay. Like the battle pass is okay, but like there's a lot of stuff you can't even get as a free person. Like I haven't spent any money on Overwatch 2 yet, surprisingly. But that's
Yeah,
another
but you have
story.
to grind. You're paying with your
Yeah.
time, Apple.
I know, but like it's not about that. I'm not all about that. Okay.
You're not
I'm
all
about-
about that. You just want to play the game, you know.
Yeah,
You're
I just
all
want to
about
play the
that
game.
base.
I just want to play the game. Like the game is just fun. Like unlike Apex or Valorant, right? Where it's like all serious or something. Overwatch 2, I'm just here to have a great time. Come in.
It's a hero shooter, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not even a shooter. A lot of like the characters don't even have like guns as their main thing, okay? So like I'm just here to have a great time, come in and die.
Come in and die. You don't. You
Yeah.
can't die in real life. Come here to die.
Yeah. Nah, but like I don't play competitive Overwatch for a very good reason. Overwatch 2 players are toxic. That's the thing. That's
That
just
goes for
plain
many shooting
simple.
games overall.
We're toxic. We complain it's toxic, but we still play it. Okay.
Esport gamers are always in Stockholm syndrome, man.
We're trapped.
Trapped in toxic relationships. So like, okay, you mentioned battle passes. I think the worst thing about battle passes is just that compared to like loot boxes, where there is fun to like quote unquote gambling
yeah.
to the point where you get the thing right.
Yeah.
Like The thing about battle passes is just that they force you to feel FOMO for something that you could get, but takes you so much effort to get, right? You need to be there every day. If not, you cannot get it because you look down the line, right? Like maybe like 2 weeks later, this event will end.
Yeah.
And then like, if I don't play every day, I will not make it to the end, bro. So you have to play every day. And even though you play like, let's say 1 week, you still won't be there yet, right? But then what if another day like, oh shit, I cannot play today, and then now you just fucked. Why did I play that whole time? Fuck me, you know, that feeling
like
is
you wasted
there.
time.
like compared to like Genshin's like dailies. Can you like tell me? I feel like there's a difference between these two in terms of like how they make you feel.
Yeah, Genshin is grindy. Real like, but it's like a different type of grindy. It's like dailies is like easy to do. No. Doing the commissions are easy to do. But then if you want to go further on your dailies, right? You have to plan out the days where these certain items are like available on that day. You have to grind for it with your resin. And the resin part of the Genshin, oh my god, that's such pain. Like if you don't finish up your Genshin or you like wake up later than usual, then your resin's wasted. Like it's just capped. So like, oh my god. So
I think one reason why it feels bad for Battle Pass in Overwatch is because the time commitment is much longer as well. One game is lasts longer than one session in Genshin for grinding, right? I feel like that's the case. And you want to grind to the point where you get like the next level up, quote unquote, right? In Overwatch 2, it takes you like a few hours. And it sucks. Thank God I'm not in there.
You're so lucky. But also Genshin has gacha and both the battle pass. So they're living both of the they're living both of the worlds.
I think it's the options that are good. I think
Overwatch they only have the battle pass, and the battle pass is so like it makes you feel FOMO.
You can't buy the things that they have in the battle pass. I mean, gacha you have to pay, right? Oh wait, there is a free way to get the resources for it, right?
Yeah.
Like by grinding the game.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But Overwatch 2, like
either you pay or you play, right?
Yes. No, it's not even play. Like even if I play, how many coins can I get? 1 week at least I can get 1 coin maybe.
One coin?
Yeah, like, I mean with the way I'm progressing right now. Okay?
They pay you in peas.
Yeah, like
this is minimum wage, lower than minimum wage. For the battle pass,
right? You can pay it with either real money or the coins, right? The in-game currency. But then, like, if you don't use your real money, you have to get coins. How do you get the coins? You do these types of certain things, right? In 1 week, and then all those certain things, it depends on your like teammates and stuff, right? It's a pain in the ass, a true pain in the ass. Like currently, I have like 339 coins or something, right? To buy a battle pass, you need 1,000 coins, okay?
Bro.
And you know how many times, you know how long I've been playing Overwatch 2. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I spent like 100 on the skin, 100 coins on the skin recently, but like, doing that, I only
Do you get buyer's remorse on that?
Huh.
Do you regret the purchase?
Not really. I mean, it's just one skin. Like,
yeah, but it costs so much to get one skin. What if you could have gotten the other skin, you know?
No, I mean, like, damn. I recently wanted to actually buy the battle pass, buy some coins, right? Yeah, I'm gonna buy some coins, right? Because I got some money recently.
That's how they get ya.
But actually, my payment didn't go through, and I'm lucky.
Thank
because
God.
that would have been like an impulse buy. I'll be like, I spent 40 ringgit on the
and then because coins. You paid once, then the next time you pay, you don't feel as bad. You almost fell down this rabbit hole, bro.
I mean, my battle pass is already completed though. I'm like in the extra times of like battle pass where all you can get is just like name, like what, you know, the like roles or something, role names or something. That shows on your like what the other people, like I'm on that part already. I completed all of the battle pass, you know, like until the final skin that you can get when you pay for the battle pass. But like I'm like, should I tried it, my payment didn't go through. I'm like, okay, I'm done. It doesn't want my money and I don't think I should spend. Yes, that was my whole tangent. No, I still have some
Okay.
stuff.
Oh no. We don't have time for this.
No, we do.
We're gonna go an Overwatch tangent for 2 hours. Oh no.
Can I tell you how much it pisses me off? Whenever, whenever people sweat in quick play. Why?
Sweaty gamers.
Yes. Why? Like why? Then after that they be like, like
Why they
when you,
try hard like a motherfucker?
yeah, and then like after that when we lose or something, it's like uninstall. Like they type in chat to everyone, uninstall.
And then they
Overwatch. I'm
come
like-
back.
It's like, bruh, this is just quick play. It's not even competitive. Please chill. Not even that. Like I have so many moments in Overwatch 2 that made me seriously so pissed off. Like damn. Can't people?
You like
just
the
admit?
pain?
No. Why can't people just admit I'm better than them?
Bruh. Bruh. Now she's
Okay.
just showing off.
Okay, that's like enough of that. But like another thing, the matchmaking of Overwatch 2 is horrible. Like I know the new patch, the new season is gonna be better, right? But like damn, matchmaking seriously horrible. Even I know they're not sweating. They're just better than me. Okay. No, actually, my teammates are bad.
Bruh.
Okay, but like seriously.
You're part of the problem.
No, but seriously, whenever I play with my friends, right, I feel like I lose more compared to when I play alone because like I think we're just put in matches that like confusing the system because I'm like I play more and my friends only play like I don't know 2 hours, 2 hours, right? I play like how many hours? 4 hours plus.
Also, you're
okay?
not the matchmaking is not balanced because everybody here is
Yes.
not the same level, right?
Yeah, something like that. And yeah, on competitive also, whenever I play, I feel like there's always like a masters on like the opposite team or like grandmaster gold where I'm like still in bronze because I don't play competitive, right? And it's like, god damn, what the fuck is happening? Get out of spawn, dies. And yeah.
They just camp your spawn?
Yeah, they just camp. I'm like, why? Why you do this?
Why,
Why
you
we
don't
just
like
here?
fun?
Why are we just here to suffer? Okay. Okay, I think that's enough of Overwatch 2.
Right, let's talk about Pokemon.
Yeah, let's go!
Alright,
Oh,
Apple,
awesome.
how far did you get?
I'm currently on like the third gym.
Third gym? Which gym did you go? Third gym doesn't help because everyone is available at the start, technically.
Yeah, true. Which one is it? The what? God.
What type? What type?
Oh wait,
What type? Just
think
say like
recently
the
I-
type of Pokemon.
I think rather than gym, I'm like at the I finished
Titan.
2. I finished 2 of the like the mythical beast thing, right?
Uh huh.
And then I only finished 1 of Team Star.
Ah.
And then the gym I'm at is actually the second gym I think. Is the grass lady. Not grass, bug.
He's not a lady. Oh yeah, bug, yeah.
Bug lady. Yeah. She's not a lady. Okay.
No, technically the bug is the first gym. She has the
Really?
lowest level. Yeah. The second gym
Okay.
is the grass one.
Grass one is who again?
The one with the whip. The Sunflora trial. I don't know if you did that one.
I don't remember. I've been doing it in like weird like patches of my day, of my like whole time playing. So like, yeah.
Which starter did you go with again?
Oh, I went with the weird dinosaur crocodile thing.
Oh, you went with Fui Coco.
Yeah.
Nice. I hope you,
You
look
went with,
forward to the final. I went with
No, I'm at the
Quaxley,
final. I'm at the final evolution already.
Skeledirge. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Firebird thing. I just like, why does it have like weird afro now?
That's Oh,
Yeah.
I can see. No, he has a bald head. He has he's like a bald
Yeah,
spot.
it's a
The
bald head.
receding
yeah, but
hairline.
but the side things are like
Technically,
ugly.
it's just flames.
Ugly.
Okay,
It,
technically, it's just flames. I think it's the way they render
I
the
think
flames that looks ugly.
maybe I think a mohawk would have been better.
Bruh, you just wanted to become punk.
Yeah, I mean it has a microphone. That's one of the moves, right? But
Yeah, Tort song. Very interesting song.
yeah, it could have been a rocker. That's
Yeah,
just saying.
I get it.
Just
Yeah,
saying.
but I think it's good that Scaladurge is on his 4 feet because we've been having too many like bipedal Pokemon starter evolutions
yeah,
for a
yeah,
long
yeah.
time. We haven't had like one that stays on the feet for a while now. Like I went with Quaxley the duck. The very funny thing is that his final evolution, Quaquavel, is a samba duck. Is a samba dancing duck, which is funny as shit. But man, if like I streamed the game because I wanted to document my gameplay. Every single major boss battle by the end of the game, like the last few gyms and the final boss, oh my god, that fucking Quaquavel clutched it every fucking time. Like I was like last hit, last Pokemon, and then I hit the move, and then my speed rises because his signature move is raises one level of speed, and then the next move I hit him before he hits me. So let's go! I fucking didn't die. Oh my god, man! I like the way I play the game now is like I don't really bother playing too much of the game. I just want to catch what I see. And I just want to complete as much as I can. That comes to me, right?
Oh.
I'm not like the funny thing about Scarlet and Violet. It's a really good game, in the sense that the way the game is made, the way the game is made kind of shit. But the way the game conceptually is really good. Conceptually, is really good. It's like the first major open world where there are no major loading screens. There are no every Pokemon you can see in the overall, but because like recently I've been starting to play Pokemon Legends Arceus. I did not buy the game when it launched because this game is very not optimized when it was shown in trailers. I had to boycott this shit. This is not what I want from Pokemon, alright? Because even Sword and Shield was more polished. Like the first trailer of Legends Arceus was running in fucking 10 frames per second. What the fuck is that? Okay. Now Scarlet and Violet wasn't 10 frames, it was 15 frames.
I guess that's upgrade.
One is because also the art design is more appealing to me. So I went with Scarlet and Violet. It's like I want to see what they took from Legends Arceus as a lesson to Scarlet and Violet. Now the bad thing is just that these two games released within the same year, so I 100% believe they couldn't implement too much before this game came in. Because Legend Arceus is a better optimized game now because it's an open zone like a Monster Hunter where they load one zone at a time. Right? Let's say like you just get access to Bukit Bintang to travel today, and then like you can swap to the next area is like Surya KLCC area. The loading is contained to that area, so the loading is the draw distance is bigger. You know how like Scarlet and Violet everything pops in, right?
Yeah.
And then anything that's farther than you by like 2 meters, the fucking frame rate drops to half. Anything like even if it's still inside, it's so stupid. Like I can see that guy walking behind there. It's like just a little bit further from me only, and it's already looking at half the frame rate. Like what the fuck? I run at like let's say I run at 30 frames per second. That guy runs at fucking 15 frames per second. The windmill at the back there runs at 2 frames per second. What the fuck? It's so dumb. The way they optimize this game is so weird. But the game, like I think that part, like I just didn't care about too much anymore after like the first like 5 hours, because at that point like, I'm actually having fun. The game is really fun. The way the Pokemon are everywhere, it feels interesting, and then the fact that you can find like Pokemon that are completely not you're not ready to fight those Pokemon. They're just there.
Yeah.
And that's cool because like let's say like I went to the direction after the bug type gym leader. At the bottom left there, I thought you can go there. I thought there's a second gym, but turns out there's obviously you cannot traverse that terrain yet until you complete one of the Titans, and that place is level fucking 40 Pokemon. I went there with level 15 Like, yeah. So like level 20, level 15, I went there. I caught a Dano, I like a dragon type Pokemon. Like, oh my god, I never got to use this dragon type Pokemon before in like my main playthrough. I found it, I caught it, I'm like, I can't even use it. And it cost me like 5 Pokemon deaths to get that Pokemon. And I can't even use it yet because I haven't beaten up gyms. I'm like, okay, but this is cool. I wish I can use it, but I have to wait. Interesting.
Man.
And then like, this game has given me so many like memorable moments. And the writing's decent. The writing's pretty okay. It's better than Sword and Shield, I think. I don't know about Legends Arceus, but I think the Legends Arceus, right now I'm just barely started. I'm streaming it on my YouTube channel as well, but I'm not planning to grind it that fast. Alright, but Scarlet Violet was really fun, and I finished the main story. The finale is amazing. By the way, it's really challenging. It's really fun, really fresh. So when you get there, right, I'm telling you because in Scarlet and Violet they split this up to three main story paths, right? You get 3 story paths: Team Star, the gym challenge, and also the Titans, right?
Yeah.
You can finally unlock the final story after you complete these 3 paths. So it's like these 3 paths. You complete these 3 paths, then you unlock the post story after these 3 paths. Like let's say you know the rivals of each one, right? Like let's say you got Nemona for the gym challenge, you got Arven with the Titans, and then you got Penny with the Team Star story. You know the support person, right? They always come to you, give you
the phone,
stuff after, So these 3, the finale is the fact that the stories loop into there as a center point, and that story is amazing. The the set pieces are so cool. It's so fucking beautiful, man. You know, like in the map, the center is a hole, right?
Yeah, the crater Zone 0.
Area 0 is fucking beautiful. It's amazing.
Ooh.
It's the best design location. I feel like people are saying they probably designed Area 0 first before the whole fucking game, I'm telling you. It's the most optimized location, and it has like actual cutscenes while you're walking the place. The only thing missing is that they don't have voice acting, which would really have helped. Because like they have subtitles while you're walking. You know how like a lot of stories where the characters talk while you're walking, right?
Yeah.
They do that, but there's no voice acting.
Yeah, I think voice acting will made it into another level though.
At least voice acting for that section, please.
Yeah.
And then like it's just very, very interesting. This game is so interesting to play. Like I love the fact that they're marketing. They did not tell anybody what Pokemon there was. They only told like 30 max Pokemon, and there's like 400 Pokemon in this game. They basically shared like maximum under 50 Pokemon, and then you can find like, oh, this family of Pokemon is here, and like, oh, this Pokemon is new. What the fuck is this? Like you feel that throughout this game, which is amazing. We haven't felt that way since like Black and White, X and Y, which like 10 years ago.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying the marketing Pokemon company, you did good. But please give Game Freak more time, please.
Yeah.
The fuck? 3 games in 2 years? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. That's crazy.
I played Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. The good thing is they outsourced that.
Oh, you played that?
But the game, I know because I'm a Sinnoh fan. You know, I played the originals back when I was a kid. I had to play that one. People's favorites, they are still standing by that Legends Arceus is their favorites now because I think it's the most innovated gameplay because it's just completely different, right? But Scarlet and Violet, this is why when I'm playing Legends Arceus, is that I'm going in with a mindset where I already played Scarlet Violet, the game that came after. Does Legends Arceus conceptually and both gameplay wise better in my opinion? I don't know yet, but I hope I will get that answer lah, right? I feel like I will still prefer Scarlet Violet as a whole because it has more of the tropes of Pokemon, right? Like the gyms and stuff. But I won't deny right now Legends Arceus is still very interesting to try. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
And then Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is just fucked, man. What the fuck is that?
Damn. I'm really interested in trying Arceus also. Because of like the story. or like what the concept of it. I think it's really cool. Like how many years ago all the Pokemon are still like feral and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's cool. So yeah, maybe you'll catch me playing it.
Yeah. But if you prefer if you prefer the traditional Pokemon like gameplay loop and story loop more, I think Scarlet and Violet will be up your alley more. Legends Arceus is more lore based. Like a lot of the things that will make you love the world are not told to you.
Oh,
there's
damn.
no central story that to get really that attached to. It's people love Pokemon Legend Arceus because of the gameplay. The gameplay, the unique world that they're in, it's just really different. I think that's why people love it. But I feel like Game Freak will not redo the Legends concept again, because if not, they would have done Let's Go Johto. Dumbasses.
Damn.
Right, I feel like Legends is a one-time thing, which I kind of fucking don't like. I wish they would do it again for like a new, like, let's say Legends Unova. Oh yeah, I also heard like a lore, like a thing of why they decided to make Legends Arceus and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, is that some people speculate is that those, you know how Game Freak always remakes the like Pokemon games to be like a modern interpretation of this new game that's completely not the old game. Now Legend Arceus is that they remade the Sinnoh games in a completely different context. 500 years past. Completely different context. But to sell more games and to make a completely faithful, I think that's a bad thing, completely faithful remake. You want a remake of the old games? Here's Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. And then now we are presenting a remade Sinnoh game, Legends Arceus. You see where I'm coming from, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, they remade the region with Legends Arceus, but they made a remake with Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Now the worst thing is people wanted something in between, like they wanted the original games but better. This is better, but it's not the original game at all. So, give or take. I really can't say if it's good or bad, man. I wish they did something different, but you know. Well, I look forward to what you think of the finale. It should probably take you like 2 months.
2 months?
Hey, how I know, right? You play for like half a month to a month, and you're still only like a third through max. You know.
Yeah, I'm playing very, very slowly. I mean, I'm taking my time, okay?
Yeah, it's good. I'm not saying it's... Yeah. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying you're kind of slow.
Yeah, true.
Any other games that you're currently like playing that you want to share?
What am I currently playing?
Overwatch.
Yeah, Overwatch. It's just Overwatch back to back.
Because I got like at least... I think I got 2 more that I want to share before we go to like looking forward stuff.
Do I don't know. I haven't really been playing a lot of games lately.
Aside from Overwatch.
Aside from Overwatch. Yeah, very true. Yeah. So you can go on.
Okay, so...
Go.
So the point was... I recently, for the past few weeks, I finally modded my Switch. Now my Switch came out... I bought the version that came out before the revision where they removed the hardware like fault. Mine is version 1. If you're a Switch that bought like past 2018, you have a version 2. I can mod my Switch. So mod my Switch is like you can pirate games. you can homebrew, you can jailbreak, you can do a lot of stuff. So the interesting thing is I just couldn't afford buying too many games. You know how Switch games, when you buy them on launch, it's amazing to feel that way, but it's still 200 plus a month ringgit 200 plus ringgit a month. So it's like it literally gives me a flash wound every time I buy a game. All right. So the only games I bought last year physically, like with my cash, was Splatoon 3 and Xenoblade 3. Surprisingly, they are both 3s. And Scarlet and Violet. Right. So I really like when Kirby and the Forgotten Lands came out. I really wanted a game so bad, but I could not tell myself to buy that game because fuck, I really shouldn't. I didn't have money. I shouldn't buy it. I could afford it.
Game.
I just shouldn't. Kirby and the Forgotten Lands is amazing.
Really?
It's so beautiful. the music is so good. The gameplay is so fresh. It's the first 3D Kirby game. Like the world is 3D, you walk in 3D plane. The way, like, I've seen a lot of like sharings from the developers on how they optimize this game to be a better experience. You know, like a lot of 3D games where it's hard to hit the enemies, right? Because you have to aim more precisely in a 3D space, right?
Yeah.
They optimize the Kirby game to be like approximately you're around here, so we'll let you hit them. You know, you're approximately on the ground. You can jump again. You know, it feels more responsive that way. So there's a lot of little bits of optimization that the developers did to make this game more polished than it would have been. And this game is amazingly gorgeous. Like, I played it on my Switch. It's like so pretty. My god, like the way they start the game, right? You start off at this like abandoned beach, and then when you make it through the little tutorial section, right, where it's like a very shadowy forest, you finally go out into this bright cityscape. Like, it's just a little like skyscrapers, a few of them. The music suddenly starts swelling, and then the fucking game is like start playing. The title screen comes out. It's like, oh my god, this is what I've been waiting for. Yeah. And then Kirby and the Forgotten Lands is amazingly gorgeous. It's really beautiful. And I'm still only finished the first world right now, but I know Kirby games have been looking gorgeous since ever since they came to the HD consoles. And Forgotten Lands is like amazing. The last Kirby game was called, like, the last major Kirby game is called Star Allies. The fans didn't like it as much because as a Kirby game, it's just the gameplay is just the same. It's a 2D Kirby game. The only difference is just that now you can play with 4 players and everybody is a friend. You know, it's called Star Allies. And the good thing about that game is that kids love that game. My sister loves playing that game with her friends because it's the most easy to play with game. Because Kirby is very simple, right?
Yeah.
And it can play 4 players, so it's literally the best multiplayer game for just a group of people who are not that good at games. But Star Allies has 2 players only, and the game is just an experience. It's just an experience compared to Star Allies. I
you
recommend
said Star Allies.
Sorry, Forgotten Lands is better than Star
yeah.
Allies. Right. So that's Kirby. Not everybody's a fan of the Kirby gameplay because a lot of serious, quote-unquote, serious gamers don't care about Kirby. But if you like the character, try the game. It's pretty cute. It's really cute, to be honest. It's really cute. And it's really good. Now, the game I'm currently addicted to is fucking Fire Emblem Engage. It's so fucking good. Oh my god, it's so good. Like, Fire Emblem Engage, I have not finished Three Houses, I have to admit. I've been a Fire Emblem fan since 2012, right? Awakening was my first Fire Emblem game that I finished. I had played like the GBA Fire Emblem games when I was younger, but I just never finished them. So I don't know if I'm ever gonna, because the gameplay is a little bit antiquated, like a little old, right? They're older games.
Yeah.
So like Awakening, Fates, Echoes, Three Houses, and now Engage. These are the main series strategy games. The other games that came out during this time was like Fire Emblem Warriors and Three Hopes. These are Musou games. I don't count them. I love to try them, but I don't count them as Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem's a strategy RPG game. I love that. I love the fact that you get to build, you get to learn about the characters by building supports, right? But because in the previous games compared to Three Houses, the supports are like little bonuses that you get the supports during the battles. And you just get to see their like daily life, slice of lives, right, with the support conversations. Now the thing about Three Houses that made it hard to complete for me was just that you have to commit so much to the monthly gameplay. You can see how, right? Like, let's say the older fighting games and Engage, the only level of like doing things outside of the strategy is maybe go around collecting resources, like maybe just replenishing stocks like weapons, vulneraries, like your health stuff, right? And watching the support conversations. In Three Houses, you have to go through the whole school, find lost items, and then talk to everybody because somebody might have something to say. and then you might miss out on story points. You know, like if you didn't talk to Edelgard during this one moment in this 1 month, you
You'll
might
miss
miss
the
out on
route.
going to the whole route. And then
Yeah.
if you didn't do that, you might end up going to like the fucking like the white
Church route,
the
yeah.
the church route. It's like because the bad thing also you have to teach every single student. You have to build every single student.
Information.
So the hard thing,
overload.
the hard thing about Tree Houses is that if you haven't played for like a month or two, you just forgot where you are. You just forget where the fuck you are. What did I do to these students? I don't
So
remember.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like, I love Fire Emblem Engage because it's just simpler to play. Like now I don't have to remember everything I did. You know, it's like let's say lah, Fire Emblem Tree Houses has so much to do that it just overloaded me. Because after 2 months of not playing the game, I'm like, where the fuck was I? Where the fuck was I? Right? I want to finish the route, but
Just restart.
fuck.
Just restart.
And you can't because there's so much to do. I feel it's daunting to start again. You know, it's like okay, I want to restart, but I want to play like let's say Golden Deer this time. But
Yeah?
Golden Deer, no matter how you play, right? I want to see everything in the game as much as I can. So I would tend to end
Yeah.
up like building supports with like students that are not in the house that I'm in.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like let's say my original route was Black Eagles. I supported with like I actually got like a lot of the Golden Deer and a lot of the Blue Lions members in. Like I got Ornette, I got Marianne, I got like Scythia, I got Dorothea was in Black Eagles, never mind. I got a lot of the members that were in the others, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like that took so much time to get, right? It took so much time to get. So
yeah.
Tree Houses is like a time commitment. Same thing with Persona, right? Persona is
Yes.
amazing. But if you drop the game for a while, you come back, it's like, what the fuck was I doing? Right? It's just very hard to... You want to play optimal, but now you're like, where was I? And then Engage is simpler because like everything that Engage presents is way more shallow than Tree Houses. I have to be fair. Tree Houses is deep as fuck. Tree Houses is grey as hell. It's very grey for morally very grey.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem has never been that grey until Tree Houses. It has always been Dark Dragon versus Light Dragon. Simple as that. You're right. You're the hero and this is the fucking enemy. Fuck them up, okay? And Engage is that. Engage is just that. It's just we're the good side,
like
they're
that.
the bad side. Yeah, this is a very classic Fire Emblem game. I love the characters. For one, it's designed by Mika Picasso. The art is amazingly gorgeous. Tree Houses was good looking, but Tree Houses has this little bit of
like grayness, like very.
It
like,
wasn't. No, it's not as
flat?
polished. It's not as polished for one, and it's very flat. The overall art design is kind of muddy.
Yeah.
A little bit like the back in the day with the like
Shows
the
a bit
Call
too
of Duty.
medieval-y,
Yeah, a little bit too realistic in terms of the way the characters
Yeah.
they don't pop out.
You want it
enough.
more anime. You want it more anime.
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 Well, it's true that I like it anime, but
Yeah.
even Awakening and Fates wasn't this colorful. I think it's because Mika Picasso came onto the design team that it's so colorful. Every
Really
color,
popped out.
every single character is like multicolor. Like the fucking main characters earlier, everybody calls them Colgate-chan, you know?
Oh wait.
They all call her Colgate-chan. I'm like, fuck
my
off.
God.
Earlier is amazing. The voice acting in this game is so good, by the way.
Ooh.
Engage's voice acting. Okay,
You're playing
one
it in
problem.
English?
English is good. English is
You're playing
good.
it in English? Oh yeah.
No, I would
I'm not
play it
judging
in
you.
No. I'm saying
I like English voice actors.
I Fire Emblem has never been bad with the English dub. I have to be
Yeah.
honest. Awakening, Fates, and Tree Houses, their dubs were pretty good. Echoes was amazing as well. But I have to say, Engage,
Yeah.
the main character is so good. Like the voice acting is so good. She makes me love her. I play the female version by the way because like the male version is kind of boring because he just looks like Byleth with red and blue hair.
Yeah.
Let's be fair.
Yeah.
But Alir is the Byleth female is kind of fucking weird. Let's be honest. Her eyes are so big. Her boobs are so big for some reason.
Yeah.
For Byleth is canonically male. Corin is canonically female. Yeah, because like in Engage, they have this system called the emblem, right? Emblem Engage, right? Where
Yeah.
heroes from the past are here to help as ringed spirits.
Oh,
So-
that's interesting.
Yeah, so all of the main character, not say the main character, like the main heroes of each
Yeah.
game are here as support units.
Oh.
So let's
Cool.
say you can inherit the skill of, let's say, Marth, and when you equip Marth, he gives you like double attacks in every turn.
Oh.
Let's say that, right? Because his weapon is really strong, he uses the rapier, and his speed is so high, so he just double attacks every character. And let's say you use Byleth. Byleth, his specific trait in this game as an emblem is that every character that you use, his primary weapon will change to that character's class. Let's say if you linked him to an archer or a sniper,
Yeah.
his weapon becomes the fail knot. If you link him to like a sword character, he uses like some other sword lah, right? Which is not the sword of the creator, but a sword, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so his main class is that he adapts to every single character. And he has this skill called Instruct, where you can raise every ally in the vicinity of you,
Teacher.
like about like +5 defense or +5 resistance,
Oh.
which is pretty interesting, right? Instruct, yeah, he's the professor.
Yeah, he's a teacher there. Yeah.
Now, one thing I dislike about Byleth as a character, looking back when I compare to earlier, is that Byleth is a silent protagonist.
Yeah.
When I look back, I'm not as engaged. Like
Not
it's just
attached
pun,
to
right?
him.
I'm not as no. I had to use engaged because we're talking about engaged, right?
Okay,
So it's
yeah.
like I'm not as engaged with Byleth as a character because
yeah.
she's silent. You know one funny thing in this game, right? Engage. When you
Yes.
when you support conversation with Byleth, like it's not called supports, it's called bonds. You can just talk to the guy, right? Where he mentions,
Yeah.
when I was in a professor at my school, I picked up so many lost items. He says that in the game. It's so funny.
Oh my god.
Because it's true. We picked up
Yeah.
so many lost items in the fucking game. Bilo says like, it's so funny, but I picked up so many lost items back in the fucking monastery.
How many things are they losing, the students? Yeah.
Every single week they lose like tons of items, like at least 3 items. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Stop losing your shit. But yeah lah, so like I love the fact that Engage recharacterizes a lot of the main heroes of the previous games. Cause like let's say lah, like a lot of the games in the Fire Emblem series, they are not experienced by the general populace. Cause Fire Emblem has only been popular ever since like Awakening, Fates, or even Tree Houses, right?
Yeah.
And like Fire Emblem has not been a mainstay franchise before the past 10 years. So a lot of the heroes before then, which is the majority of the Emblem heroes, they are not characterized more than what the games had. So the fact I can hear their voice actors, they brought the voice actors back from Fire Emblem Heroes, the gacha game. So all of the heroes of the past are voiced. Every character is voiced. Every support is voiced. Every major cutscene is gorgeous and fully voice acted. Like Tree Houses was, but I think Engage has more voice acting than Tree Houses overall.
Oh.
Oh yeah, also like they did one thing in Engage that I really cool is that they have a paralogs are like side battles, right? In the original game. In this game's paralogs is the emblems bringing you to a location that reminds them, it's like literally reminiscent of the original game, one of the levels. So like let's say Byleth. Byleth's paralog is the tomb area. You know where the tomb where they protect the coffins. Remember that chapter? I don't know if you played that chapter. You played that arena again in this game. That arena specifically, because that was the turning point of the story in like Tree Houses, right? Where the fucking like the masked guy was stealing the fucking shit, I forgot the game already. But they had to protect like the coffins, right? And stuff like that. Because the church told you to protect it. So Byleth's paralog is that this reminds me of that place. So to increase me and your bonds, you need to fight me, Byleth. You, the main character, fight Byleth, recreating this whole arena from back then.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like let's say like the Awakening paralog, like we fight Lucina. That battle was one of the major, most memorable cutscenes from Awakening. We fight Lucina as if we were fighting from the chapter in that original game. I was like so fucking nostalgic and hype as shit, bro. Like, oh my god, so fucking cool.
Damn.
Also the emotional, like, you know how every major good story has like the lowest point of the character, right? Right? Like every good story has a low point for every character. The low point of this game, right, is like you play 2 chapters consecutively without getting a chance to restock or respawn or whatever. Like the point was that chapter 9 connects to chapter 10 directly. You cannot take a break. It directly connects. I mean, you can save lah. You can save, you can take a break technically.
Oh, okay.
But the story just directly connects. You cannot go to the world map until you finish these 2 chapters.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so the lowest point is like, oh shit type of situation, you know. It genuinely is like, oh fuck. Everything we built up before then is like, oh shit.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, Engage is gorgeous. The music is amazing. I want to download the soundtrack so bad. And the gameplay is just classic Fire Emblem for me. I love this game. I want to finish Three Houses, but it's like so tedious. It's so long.
Yeah. I understand.
But yeah lah. But yeah, I really highly recommend for you to engage with Fire Emblem Engage as soon as possible.
I will.
So yeah, I think that ends this segment, I think. If you have anything else.
Do I have anything else? I don't
Overwatch again.
Overwatch. You know, a thing about Overwatch, right? Nah, okay, I'm done with Overwatch. But I think, yeah, I feel like this past year I haven't really been playing a lot of games that are like that I finished. I've just been like on my social butterfly type phase last year, but but this year I do want to play a lot of games, okay? And so that transitions to the next segment. What games are you looking forward to? Yeah.
You go first. I've been talking for the past 15 minutes.
Okay. Recently, I feel like as recently as this episode's gonna come out, The Last of Us.
Part 1?
The show came out, right?
Oh,
recently.
yeah.
So then the game I'm looking forward to playing this year, that's gonna come up in March 28th, is The Last of Us Part 1 on PC.
Releasing on PC, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, overall, like, I'm very tempted to watch the show, but Snivy here, like what said, I should go and wait for the game because it's gonna be the same plot, I know, but like, damn,
No, the thing is, right, I feel that no matter how good a movie or series is, the game is a completely different experience. And like, the game is a masterpiece. I mean, it has been released on every fucking PlayStation console for the past 10 years. Like, it released in 2013. I was there for the release. Okay, I didn't buy the game, but I was there. And it got Game of the Year, right? It got Game of the Year.
Yeah.
And then literally the next 2 years, PlayStation 4 came out, it got there. It like remastered literally the first year it was out already on PS4. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then PlayStation 5 is backwards compatible, but they decided to fucking re-release Last of Us Part 1 with the like optimization and new engine of Part 2. So it's like, Part 1, right, is such an amazing story that the gameplay really helps supplement that. So if you just watch a show, it could be good. But again, if you're a gamer, play the game. Don't just watch the show. If you don't play games, watch a show. That's what I'm saying, right? Is that if the experience is complete, like, that's not just the comparison. Is that having the show is good for people who have not experienced this story, who will never play the game to experience it. But if you can experience the game and you want to, play the game. It's really good.
I do, but oh my god, I have to wait.
She's just impatient, I guess.
Yeah, but yes, you will see me playing the game soon, very very soon when it comes out. And yeah, I am gonna scream.
You're gonna scream?
I'm not good with these type of games actually, to be honest.
Oh, you're gonna stream. I was like, you're gonna stream and you said scream? Oh, you're actually gonna
scream. No, I will scream. I will scream also, okay? Because like, I know there's a lot of scary moments.
I'm already predicting Apple be like Joel, and then Ellie goes like Joel, and then Apple goes like fuck.
Fuck. Shit.
Yeah,
shit.
she'll actually say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But good thing is that Naughty Dog, the developers behind Last of Us, are really good at making accessibility options. You can tweak everything from visuals, like having let's say it actually cater to like even the visually impaired and the audibly impaired.
Oh, that's
Like
nice.
they have let's say lah, right? Some people can see, but they prefer having like feedback for audio as well. So even the UI, they have optimized UI feedback for like every time you go to something, they have a different sound. And like you press this gun got different sound, you do this weapon got different sound. And the because like I'm not saying, I don't know if the PC version can do the same lah, right? But on the PlayStation 5 version, the haptic feedback is different for everything you do as well. The rumble does different. The rumble gives you different feeling because the DualSense controller has a very detailed, like high definition rumble feature.
Yeah, I know.
So like every single different level of like thing you do have a different level of rumble for that. So those who are engaged are really, really immersed in the game. And like let's say for those of you who like subtitles or like other things that help you, like
subtitles,
like things that help you consume the game better if you're like impaired in any way, they have those accessibility options. Specifically difficulty changing, they have a lot of difficulty sliders for everything in the game. Everything, like everything. Yeah, so legit.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, so like some people like they don't like just normal, easy and hard mode, right? It's fine, but sometimes you get hard mode, it's like the enemies are attacked like a fucking sponges, like HP sponges. And then you die easily, but they fucking die so sometimes you just want them to die the same pace, but you die faster, right? So you can actually tweak it that way as well. Like a good thing is also like this is a survival game, right? You need to find ammo and loot. So you can also choose I believe you can choose the level of how many loot shows up. Like let's say the loot comes in the same place, but they have less ammo per place. Like let's say originally you get 10, and then like you can lower it to like 3 or something like that. I feel like they can do that. I saw a video of like a Game Insider or something says something about that. I don't know. I didn't play the game, but I look forward to hear your thoughts when you finish it. It's cool.
You didn't play the game, right?
I don't have a PlayStation. This is the first time Last of Us came to anything outside of a PlayStation, okay?
Yeah, I know. That's why I really want to try it out when it comes out. But damn, I'm scared. I've never been like really good at survival like type games other than Minecraft. Yeah. I feel like that just shows my skill.
Hey, at least I can't even play Minecraft. I get motion sick.
Wow.
Alright. So for my game, the first one I'm looking forward to is Street Fighter 6 coming out in like April or June, give or take, right? Street Fighter 6 is gonna be I say lah, right, my first Street Fighter game that I want to buy before it launches. Because right now Street Fighter 6, the developers have learned so much from the last game. Because Street Fighter 5 was a flop in terms of like how they released the thing. Like the game was so incomplete when they first launched it that so many fans didn't like it when they first launched it. They boycotted it. And it has gotten back its reputation thanks to the many DLC and updates after the fact. But it took them 7 years to get here. 7 years to get here, right? 7 years to get to a point where it's really loved now. But graphically, a lot of people still don't like the game. Street Fighter 6 looks amazing, and it's gonna be the first major fighting game that has a full relatively like open area like progression system and single player mode. There has not been a fighting game that has a major single player mode to play in at all until now. Even fighting games have generally done the like, oh, you fight next guy, get a bit of story, fight next guy, get a bit of story type of classic mode run, right? This is the first time where you can be like, you have a custom character, you can go around the world learning skills from the actual Street Fighter characters, right? Like let's say Chun-Li or Ryu, you can learn like skills from them, like the Shoryuken, like the spinning bird kick or whatever. and you can integrate that to your main character, your customized character. It's like Monster Hunter World but Street Fighter. Imagine that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is the first time. So this is
Wait,
like
is it gonna be open world? Semi-open
it's-
world?
no. It's like they have this big hub,
Oh.
multiple hubs. I feel like it's multiple hubs. Also, the fact that their whole like online system now looks so amazing. You can party like VR chat in the game.
What?
Yeah, the
Damn.
online hub is like a full arcade where you can party and shit.
Wow,
They got a
sounds
little
so
like
fun.
a prop of DJ set up there. You can party with people and like record. So yeah, it looks very cool. This and the characters in this game are so good. So chronologically, why Street Fighter 6 is gonna be the latest in the timeline for the whole game, for the whole franchise. So in the 20 plus year history of Street Fighter, Ryu is now finally over 40 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Chun-Li is now finally 40 years old.
Oh damn. Damn. Are they like
Yeah.
growing hairs or something?
No, she's now a fully fledged Kung Fu master.
Oh damn, middle aged. Oh damn.
So the plot of Chun-Li, right, in the previous games was that the main villain, M. Bison, killed her father. So throughout the past few games, she has always been looking to defeat this villain so that she can avenge her father by joining the police force. Now, it's a timeline where she finally beat the guy, right? He's dead. He's fucking dead. And she can finally live a life where she has a foster child and can train her and can become a master.
Aw.
So the gameplay here is completely revamped. It's amazingly beautiful, and I look forward to it. Street Fighter 6. It's gonna be the most hyped Street Fighter game like ever.
Oh yeah. A game that I just saw that I'm actually kind of hyped up, right? It's gonna come out May 12th of this year. It's the sequel to Breath of the Wild, Legend of
Tears
Zelda:
of the
Tears of the
Kingdom.
Kingdom. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to buy that day one, but that game is 100%. Like, we don't know much about the
I
game
have to play
still.
Why?
Why do you have to play it?
Cause I really enjoyed Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild when it came out. I
Yeah,
didn't
same,
buy it on
same.
day one, but like I played it like it's like one of the first games I played when I got my Switch in 2017.
You don't even have a Switch day one.
No, I got it like 2017 something, like late.
What?
Yeah, around.
17 was the year it came out.
Yeah, but
Oh
late.
damn, you got it quite early.
Yeah. I got it like an early birthday present for my father. Like what he bought. Like it was such a nostalgic moment though. When I think back on it, because like he just straight. I was like, I kind of want to buy a Nintendo Switch, and he brought me to the shop, like a mall that sold like games, right? This one shop.
They bought
And
it.
like yeah, he just I was like I would say I just want to look at it again because like I don't really know what it's like my first ever console that I owned, by myself, and I want to think about it a bit, and it's like no lah, just buy.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really a very nostalgic moment for me. And playing Breath of the Wild on the way back at home. So yeah.
Breath of the Wild was the reason many people bought a Switch to begin with.
Yeah.
And Tears of the Kingdom, right? The main concept that we currently see, we genuinely didn't see much for the past fucking 5 years. I don't know how the hell. But Tears of the Kingdom, the whole fucking kingdom's in the sky for some reason.
Yeah. We just saw.
So like, I'm curious what's gonna happen. I really want to play it. I finished I finished Breath of the Wild. But the way I play like any game is I just want to experience like everything in the game that's a major like plot point. So it's like let's say the original
Did you
the original
collect
Breath
all
of the Wild,
the seeds?
it's not important to the plot, so no.
Okay. I just wanted to know.
I don't want to collect all the seeds just to get a golden turd from the Korok guy,
I mean, that's everything.
I'm not here to play everything, I just completed the four B the Titan. I don't even know what they're called anymore. The four things, right?
Oh,
And then
yeah,
I just
yeah.
beat Ganon. I wanted to experience. Also collected all the memories lah. To be fair,
Yeah.
So that's good enough for me. And then every other time I play Breath of the Wild, it's just to mess around with the game, you know, just like suit surf, paraglide here and there, just fuck up a tower of enemies, you know, do whatever, you know. The good thing about the game is that you can play however you want, to be honest.
Yeah. Some people just straightway go to Ganon.
But I feel like Tears of the Kingdom is gonna be more directed story-wise. Breath of the Wild is very, very open-ended. Like, you don't even have to experience the whole fucking story. Right? You literally don't have... The good thing about Breath of the Wild was that it's open and you can do anything. But the bad thing about that is just that the story, you can't guarantee everybody has experienced it, right? Because like some people might just miss out on stuff that could have been important to the story. And because of that, the story is minimal. The story is just like as much as they need to be the full picture, like the 4 champions and Zelda, right? Those are the main 5 points only. I believe Tears of the Kingdom will be way more story driven, a little bit more linear than Breath of the Wild in terms of like story progression, but the world is about the same the same level of open. I feel right.
I think I'm looking forward to the open worldness because
I'm looking forward to the story.
The story. I mean,
I want to see short hair Zelda with Link, bro. I want to see how she gets kidnapped again.
Cool.
I feel like she's gonna get kidnapped again. I feel like it.
Really?
I feel like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. No, why did I say the 2 titles? Tears of the Kingdom. I feel like there's a time skip in this again as well. I mean, obviously because Zelda has like haircut, right? For one, but because you see in the trailer, Link has a completely different costume when he's in the sky.
Oh.
His hair is different. His main costume is different. I feel like there's gonna be the point in the prologue where they lose to this shit that happens, and then this new world
arc.
Like no, this kingdom raises up from the ground and goes to the sky or something like that. I don't know how the fuck the Sky Kingdom came to be. Right? You know, Breath of the Wild, all the towers came out of the floor, right? The towers. So I feel like the same. Either the Sky Temple shit is coming from the sky coming lower, or it goes from the ground. Either way. I don't know, bro. Maybe like the world from like Breath of the Zelda's Skyward Sword came down from the sky or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. As of now, we don't really know a lot about the game. We just like announced and everything, but yeah, overall.
It has been announced. The title has been announced for the past year. The game has been known for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Bro, we know nothing.
Yeah.
Fuck. How? Everybody thought this game would come out 3 years ago, and it still hasn't. Good thing, at least better than Breath of the Wild, where that development took 7 years, man.
At least
because let's say right. Skyward Sword came out in 2011. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Good thing, right?
Yeah.
But Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, amazing.
Amazing. Looking forward to it so much. Okay.
I don't think I have too many games. I'm not because like Nintendo hasn't announced shit this year yet. I feel like there's gonna be another Pokemon game. I wish there isn't. I hope, please. Game Freak, you release 3 games, please chill. I'm looking forward to. I mean, RE4 remake. I'm not gonna play, but I think it's gonna be amazing. Resident Evil 4 remake. But I'm looking forward to the Dragon Quest 3 remake. Have you ever seen Octopath Traveler, Apple? Like that game? It's a JRPG that is rendered in like with Unreal Engine lighting.
Oh, but a lot of people have recommended it to me.
Okay, so Square Enix ever since like 2017 where they released 2018 where they released the game called Octopath Traveler. Octopath Traveler is a game where the unique selling point, aside from that it's just a JRPG, is that it is graphically it's done in the pixel art style, reminiscent of 16-bit games, but the lighting engine is using Unreal Engine lighting. So pixel art characters cast real time shadows. The lighting and the effects of every area is gorgeous, as if it was like a real like modern game. And all the battle effects are like spark hits and everything is modern. Yeah, it looks like this.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
it's
so
gorgeous.
cool.
Now, Octopath Traveler was the first time they did this art style. So ever since then, they have developed a few games with this art style. Triangle Strategy as a strategy game that developed in this art style. Live Alive is a remake of a 16-bit game from back then that never released in the West in this art style. Amazing, gorgeous. And the next game that's coming out in this month is Octopath Traveler 2. The interesting thing about Octopath Traveler is that you get 8 main characters, all with different skills, different classes, and you can experience each of their stories. You can pick one to start and then recruit the others. That's why it's called Octopath lah. There's 8 paths, basically, right? But Dragon Quest 3, I haven't finished any Dragon Quest game, but I love Dragon Quest because the art style is Akira Toriyama's art style, the Dragon Ball art style, right? And compared to Final Fantasy, I like Dragon Quest more because the enemies are just really, really cute and really, really iconic. So Dragon Quest 3 is one of the most beloved games since in the lineup of Dragon Quest games, and it's getting the HD 2D art style. I'm so looking forward to it. It's gonna be so gorgeous, and I get to finally play a Dragon Quest game in the original 2D style Dragon Quest games. It's gonna get remade.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm the RPG guy, I guess, quote unquote.
Yeah. I don't know what type of person I am, but
You're the that person.
I'm the that person. What else is coming out? Oh, a game that just came out though, that I am looking forward to playing it soon when it's on sale. It's Hogwarts Legacy.
You wanna be Harry Potter?
Yeah, I
Trying
actually
to
want
fetus
to.
the latest.
Because I've seen some TikToks of it, actually, some videos of it,
What?
some clips.
TikTok has swayed you.
It looks so good. Like the entries of the houses, like each of the 4 houses, right? It looks so like.
Is this just Harry Potter
I
tree
feel
houses
like
now?
No. I mean, but like it looks so good for real, and like you can choose like what house you get into by like your choices, like the hat and everything, right? But like, my favorite house to look at, right, the entry and everything, is definitely Slytherin. So yeah.
Like I said,
snake.
it's just Harry Potter tree houses.
4 houses.
Actually, it's 4 houses. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
Technically, tree houses has 4 roots.
But yeah, it's like a role-playing game.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. And yeah, I really like the concept of Harry Potter. I haven't read any of the books, but I've watched the movies. Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe.
He's so rad.
Yeah, Emma Watson. My God.
Emilia Watson. No, just kidding.
No.
Not the right one. That's the wrong Watson. Elementary, my dear Watson. Wait, that's not the right one either. That's Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? Huh.
For me, another one, and I'm just like the RPG and fighting game guy. And there's not a lot of games I know that are coming out this year because Nintendo hasn't announced shit. I'm a Nintendo guy mainly.
Yeah.
Grand Blue Fantasy Versus is a fighting game based on the Grand Blue Fantasy universe.
Yeah.
It's finally getting a re-release with all the DLC and specifically rollback netcode, which is like the preferred online infrastructure for fighting games because it's more responsive. It's finally getting a good update because I never bought Grand Blue Fantasy. It's gorgeous, obviously, because the art style is anime fighting game. It's gorgeous, but the internet is shit. The online play is shit, so I never bought it. Also, the DLC is expensive. Okay, fighting game DLCs are expensive. One character is $6. Fucking expensive.
Oh damn.
So, Rainbow Fantasy Versus Rising is coming out, a re-release with good netcode, all the DLC characters. I'm looking forward to get it. Maybe get a chance to play with friends. Even if I don't play with friends, at least I got the game. Cool. Yeah. So, another game I look forward to. And for my list, that's pretty much it. A game that just came out as well was Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden on Switch. All the Persona games are now available on Game Pass. Yay.
Yay.
But P3P, don't play that game unless you have no other option. It's not the definitive edition of that game. I'm telling you why. Okay, I'll tell you why. One,
Yeah.
the way they update the game to be quote unquote remastered is all the backgrounds are using AI remasters. All the character art use AI remasters. The character art is not too bad, but the backgrounds look like shit in comparison to what they could have been, you know, like as a HD background. 2, Persona 3 Portable is a straight remaster / port of the original PSP game. Now, why is this a problem? Persona 3 was a PS2 game when it came out. The way you play Persona, since you play Persona 5, right? You can explore 3D locations to get social links and stuff. Now, the problem was that Persona 3 Portable, to fit that game and its massive RPG story on the PSP, they had to change the whole exploration into a visual novel format. Now, in the sense that you point and click to interact with characters and events, right? Now, why is that a problem now? Is because now it has been over 15 years and you remastered the game. You could have merged the best version of the PS2 game, which 3D with extra storylines and a 3D exploration, with this new game where Persona 3 Portable's benefit is that it has a whole new main character. You can play a female main character. Completely new story, not completely new story, completely new social links, completely new soundtrack and everything. But the whole game is now hampered because it was a compromised experience to begin with, because it was made for mobile game by portable gaming.
Oh.
You could have made the definitive edition by merging the two, the PS2 and the PSP, into one. HD graphics, people would have loved it. It's selling for $20, but the game is definitively not the definitive edition. Okay, back before this game came out, it was still like split between the community that the PS2 version was the best or the PSP version was the best way to experience this story. Now, it's the new version that came out is not the best way to experience, so the question is still there. Which one's the best one to play? Right. Also, P3P's audio is so fucking compressed because they remastered the PSP version of the game, not the PS2 with the high quality audio. All the in-game sound effects and music are crunched together.
Crunchy. Damn.
So like, there's nothing like clear. Like the you know how Persona music is amazing, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you battle the team is mass destruction, right? Mass destruction, you know that song, right?
Yeah.
And then like you can barely hear the music outside of the voices and the sound effects, and the sound effects sound like shit. The voice acting sounds crunchy. It's like, you know, back then they would be like Persona, but in the new games like Persona, you know, something like that. It's very dumb, right? It's very crunched. So everything is blended together audibly. And they released that shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with wireless? Now, Persona 4 Golden didn't have this problem because it was the first game out of all the Persona games to get ports on PC. So that game was the perfect port. And that P5R was never a bad port to begin with. It was a good addition of the game. P3, Persona 3 has never gotten a real release after 2010. People were looking forward to this shit. So, when Persona 3, people say it's the deepest story out of all, like P3, P4, P5. And they went and butchered it. Yeah, it's very deep because it like the story is way I mean, Aegis is one right, but the story leaves a longer lasting impression than P5 and P4, and in terms of the message that it brings. Yeah, so it's more philosophical and more deeper right? It's too deep for you type of shit right?
Too deep for you? Me?
Yeah, like I'm 14 and this is deep, you know. But that's why it's so disappointing for many people that P3P deserves the remake level of like P5R and P4 Golden, but they just didn't. So, you know, you can play the game on Xbox Game Pass, but it's not a definitive edition. But it's accessible, so play it if you want. P4G is better, P5R is better. Play those.
So, let's see.
Rant over. You know.
actually haven't finished Persona 5 because it's like, damn.
It's a 100-hour game, Apple.
Long,
It's
so
understandable.
long.
I
Yeah.
haven't even played since like 2 months ago.
Damn. So yeah, this year there's gonna be a lot of other releases that I personally aren't. I don't think I'm gonna play, but maybe